Bezrat Hashem, the Gemara this morning, Yebamot 62b. The Gemara goes back on a Mishnah that says that if somebody was married and he wants to marry a second wife, at the time it was permitted, the second wife, he knows she cannot have children, he is allowed to marry her. So the Gemara is saying this morning, Matnitin de lo ke Rabbi Yoshua. This teaching is not going like the teaching of Rabbi Yoshua. That said what? That Tanya Rabbi Yoshua Omer, Nasa Adam Isham bi'alduto, when a person was young and he got married, Isha Adam Isha biziknuto. Unfortunately, in a certain age, his wife passed away. Says Rabbi Yoshua, he has to get married again. But you're not supposed to stay without a wife, so you have to get married again. Ayulo banim bi'alduto, he had kids when he was young. Yulo banim biziknuto. If he could still have kids, he should try to have kids. Sheneemar baboker zera et zarecha vela'erev al tanach yadecha. In the morning, which means when you're young, put your seeds in the ground, and at night, towards the night, also don't let go and continue put him in the ground. Why? Ki enecha yodea ize yichshar azeh o zeh im shneim ka'echad. You don't know which children are going to be more successful or better, maybe from the first wife, maybe from the second wife, right? Or maybe both of them together. So you should continue trying. On the same level of idea comes Rabbi Akiva and is teaching us. Ama Rabbi Akiva Omer, Lamad Torah be'alduto. If you learn Torah when you're young, Ilmod Torah biziknuto. You should continue learning Torah even in an old age. Ayulo talmidim be'alduto. You were teaching students when you were young. Yulo talmidim beziknuto. You should continue still forming students even in an older age. Sheneemar baboker zera zarecha. The same thing. You should try to do best. Why? Because you don't know which students are going to be the best. Is it the students that you thought when you were young? Or is it the students that you taught when you were older? Or maybe both groups are going to be better. And who can give us a better example than Rabbi Akiva himself that says that? Rabbi Akiva, when he was young, he formed 24,000 students. And what happened? Unfortunately, all of them died in an epidemic. He lost all of them till the last one. And then he decided in an older age to take only 5 students. And who were they? Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai wrote the Zohar, Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, right? Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Yehuda. So he formed 5 students, and those 5 students brought light to the world. The 24,000 students passed away, and the 5 last ones brought light to the world. To tell you, never give up. So it means, in other words, let's put it in practice, what the Gemara is telling us. The Gemara is telling us, never retire. There's no such thing as retiring. Look at the people that retired early. In the beginning, it was fun. They were going, they were coming. In a certain moment, in a certain point, they had nothing what to do. They sit in front of a TV, and that's how they spend the rest of the 10, 20, 30 years that they have. They do nothing. This is not the concept of Torah. Torah is you have to keep going till the last minute. You never stop. You continue, and you do your best. The more you do, the more Hashem gives you koach to do what you want to do. So let me tell you a beautiful story. There was once a man. He comes to a doctor. Unfortunately, he lost his sight. And this man was a Torah scholar. So the doctor tells him, excuse me, when was the last time you lost your sight? He told him like a month ago, 2 months ago. He said, it's impossible. The way I see, right, the cornea and the way I see everything around your eye, you lost your sight probably 10 years ago. He says, no, I'm telling you, till last month, till 2 months ago, everything was beautiful, everything was okay. Then this scholar was telling himself, why is he telling me that? And he remembered something very important. He remembered that 10 years ago, he decided to retire. He was writing books, he was teaching, he was forming students, and he decided to retire. Then he told himself, you know what? It's too early, let me continue, I can do it still. And he continued. Then one day, he decided this is retiring. That's it. He's not going to write books anymore, he's not going to teach students. A month later, he lost his sight. So basically, he should have lost his sight 10 years before. But because he wanted to continue, because he wanted Hashem to give him koach, Hashem gave him koach to study more, to teach students, to form them. The day that you want to retire, Hashem doesn't give you koach anymore. So the most important lesson of today is never stop. Keep going. Keep using the kochot, the forces that Hashem give you. Keep using it for the Torah, for mitzvot, u'maasim tovim. Rosh Chodesh Tov u'mvorach.